Surprise, bitches. Yeah. Got your ass. Oh, shit. Knocked everything over. All right, here we go. All right, man. That's what it is. Okay. Hey, oh, let me turn on my light. Looking a little dark right there. Bam. See me shining now? There we go. Savage AF, baby. You know what it is. Oh, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter, guys. If it looks like this, then you know what's up. If you follow us at all, it's a Dro Solo edition. Your boy Shang is still down bad, man. Still feeling a little sick there. So no Shang today, just me. I'm starting to suggest that Shang needs to drink and smoke more because I don't be getting sick, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't, what I learned over the pandemic is that COVID-19, it really does not like tequila and weed. You know what I mean? And I maintained a steady regiment of those elixirs and infusions into my system. And I came out fine, baby. I ain't coughed except on a blunt in years. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Oh, man. But anyways, this is a Dro Solo edition of Savage AF, y'all. Bear with me. You know me. I'm not going to babble too long. One thing to talk about today. And whoa, this is like news porn for me. You know what I'm saying? I've been rubbing one out for the past hour since the news broke, but we're going to get to that in a second. First of all, Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. That's kind of our motto. I'm going to start cursing in 2 minutes and, I don't know, like 35 seconds. But in the meantime, in between time, Savage AF, we are here for you guys, typically Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Typically. Sometimes things happen, but when we are on, it's YouTube and Facebook Live at the same time. Typically, sometimes we catch a flag every now and then. Sometimes we end up in social media jail. Okay, raise your hands if you haven't. Like I said, we're here for you most of the time, 5 days a week, man. If you ever miss us live, that's on you. Okay, you're a bad person. Time to turn your life around. I don't know what program you need to get into. NA, AA. I don't know what your problem is, but that's on you because we have too many opportunities for you to watch. But if you miss us live, fear not. You can always catch us on our YouTube channel, man. All of our shows are archived there. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching, if you're just listening right now, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word, man. That's how we do it. You can go to our YouTube page, catch all of the episodes archived. When you get to the page, don't be weird. Do this. Ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, get notified, stay in touch. And if you don't do that, then you might as well just do this. Always wondered where that cat landed, man. That was a lot. And why they were just filming. Like, did they know the cat was? I don't know. Anyways, if you don't catch us on you, maybe you've been kicked off of YouTube, right? There's no more tube for you. No tube for you. Well, if that's happened, then we have another source for you, another place you can find this. It's called Facebook. Facebook, Facebook. Meta is the parent company now, whatever. We know who you are, Zuckerberg. Anyways, we're on Facebook. Look us up, Savage A.F dot. Okay, it's two periods in that. When you do the search on Facebook, Savage A dot F dot. That'll help you find this. Make sure you give us them thumbs ups, them likes, and all of that. Need them. Gotta have them. Can't make money without them, dog. If people don't like you, you're just not gonna get anywhere in life, especially on social media. Cheers to that. All right, man. So, oh, last but not least, and most importantly, this thing right here, the grammage. We got to do damage on the grammage, y'all. Some people call it Instagram, the gram, IG. I don't have time for all those syllables and words and stuff, so I just call it IG. So follow me on the IG at Black Pedro. Follow the homie at Comedian Shang. That's a G at the end, y'all. Spell it right. And again, shout out to Comedian Shang himself, Shangadang Bang, man. He's down bad right now, a little sick. Like I said yesterday, it did sound like he swallowed a porcupine, quills and all. So, hopefully he is recuperating, swiftly, but not quite there yet. So this is a Dro Solo edition, man. But send your well wishes out to Shang, man. Let's hope we get him back here. All right, man. That being said, it's only so much Babylon I can do. Damani Jones, I see you in the building. Thanks for joining me, man. Come through, y'all. Stick with this, man, because I got a little something I want to talk about today. It is Thursday, March 30th, 2023, in the time space continuum. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And I'm gonna be drinking my ass off today, man. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm out of weed, so we're not gonna be long. Gotta hit that dispensary up. Not gonna be here long, but we do want to celebrate today. There will be no Shangri because the master of Shanger, is not here. No need to do you want to pop in? Hey, that's your Black Pedro pop in for today. But y'all know what we're gonna talk about, man. If you've been following anything, and I believe at this point, Shang probably owes our audience about $6 trillion. But we've had this back and forth about whether or not Trumpty Dumpty is going to be indicted or actually arrested and get any jail time at all. I say he's going to jail. Shang's a non-believer. Some of y'all are, on either side of the fence, or maybe still on it. But no matter what we think about what might happen, what we do know is that today, just about an hour or so ago, it was announced that, yeah, buddy, a New York grand jury has voted to indict your boy Trumpty Dumpty. This is history in the making. Cheers, y'all. Light it up if you got it. But a New York grand jury has voted to indict, which is a really weirdly spelled word. Like, what is the C for? Indictment? Like, what is the C in indictment for? I can't see the C's purpose. I don't understand silent letters, but whatever. Like, every letter is a phoneme, dog. Like, letters are sounds. That's what they are for. So what the fuck are silent letters? I don't know. Whatever. All silent letters aside, a New York grand jury has voted to indict Trump. I'm using the silent letters. Fuck y'all. Let's hope Shane gets well soon. Hope he doesn't have pneumonia. Using all these silent letters, man. All right. So here's the real. Okay. This is an indictment. Is like, it's not quite like being arrested, right? It's more like The Price is Right. Like, Donald Trump, come on down. You're the next contestant on this court case. But yeah, this means that Trumpty Dumpty will have to go downtown Manhattan to a busy courthouse and get fingerprinted and all of that, and then he's just gonna walk back up out of the courthouse. Yeah, like I said, He's not being arrested like he predicted would happen about 10 days ago. Um, but this is like a statement that we're gonna put you on trial. Now, what we don't know is what the fuck for. Now, Damani Jones, come on, you don't think he's going to jail? D. Jones don't think he's going to jail. Okay, man, I'll tell you, hey, to each their own. They're probably there. But what we do know is that this is one step closer. Okay, if he ain't going to jail, he damn sure is on the road to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gonna end up driving by or just stopping through for a visit, but the nigga's on his way. Okay, Trumpty Dumpty is on his way towards jail. B Rose, I'm with you too. Yes, we are all waiting to hear the specific charges. That is the one caveat right now, right? Is that we don't know what the actual indictment is or what's contained within that indictment. But this is we know that he's most likely misused campaign funds as hush money for Stormy Daniels. It's also coming out that there's another young lady. I don't know if she was a porn star or not, but who is also alleging that she took hush money from Trump. And the way these women are talking about hush money, I think you didn't give enough money to hush them because they talking. Probably should have paid a little bit more. One thing you don't skimp on is hush money. Like if you're gonna pay somebody to shut the fuck up, pay the man. You know what I'm saying? Pay him. Or the ladies in this case. But yeah, B Rose, we do want to see what the specific charges are. But I don't care if they charge him for putting his recycling in the wrong bin, as long as he goes to jail. Now, what we're looking at here is a process, all right? Indictment, right? Then Damani Jones says, do they give the money back if they talk? I mean, you would think that would be part of some contractual arrangement. If you speak on this, then you got to give it back. But then in that case, you'd be admitting that you gave them hush money or whatever, right? You know what I mean? Like if you're asking for I saw a video clip the other day of a woman, a white woman, she was down bad, who had called the cops because she got gypped she got gypped is a bad word. It's one of those. Sorry, she got cheated, shortchanged. Sorry to all my gypsies out there. Didn't mean to do you like that. I'm 40. I'll be 46 this year, though. The 70s, right? But anyways, yeah, if you can't. But this white woman felt she got cheated on her crack purchase, and had called the cops to help her get her $20 back for the drywall dust that she bought, which she thought was going to be crack. And so you basically can't do that. You can't get your refunds on illegal stuff. So if you're paying hookers hush money or porn stars, sorry, not sure what the difference is, but if you're paying hush money to hooker porn stars, I don't know if you can get that money back if they talk. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. Like, Your Honor, I paid her good money to shut the fuck up about cheating on my wife. And now look at me. I want my money back. Lady Hazel May, I see you, girl. 10 push-ups for being late. Let me see them. Make that video. Send it. But welcome to the show. If you're just joining in, we are talking about the newly announced indictment that will be coming down from New York grand jury. Now, so the process, as I understand it, with all my years of legal experience, mostly getting arrested, but yeah, it's still an experience. Lady Hazel May said that, see, now you're bringing up bullshit. She said, did you get it back from Hobo Ho? First of all, I didn't have to pay Hobo Ho no hush money. Hazel May, okay? With your old lady black name. Sound like you should be baking a peach cobbler somewhere. Hazel May, is that cobbler ready? I love you, girl, but no, I never had to pay hobo hono hush money. You know, all my homeless bitches love me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you talking about. B. Rose says not only twice impeached, now indicted. He is making this is history. No United States president, sitting or retired, or past president, has ever been indicted for a crime. And I'm sure a lot of them did crimes. Man. But Trumpty Dumpty is the first one to have a grand jury be like, yeah, you should probably get this dude. So the process, as far as I understand it, would be this grand jury votes on an indictment, and then Alvin Bragg, the DA in that, or the U.S. attorney, I'm sorry, in that district, black man, who, by the way, Trump has subtly, not so subtly, basically called for violence against this black man. But then it would be up to Alvin Bragg to pull the trigger on an actual, you know, trial. Um, and then, should that happen, there would be the court case itself, and then deliberation from a jury, and then hopefully a conviction, and then sentencing. But without even knowing what the actual indictment charges are, um, I, I have no idea of what the possibility of punishments could be, or the possibilities of punishment could be. So um that's all just kind of up in the air right now. So I'm just sitting back here, sipping on a little something something, and just celebrating this historic moment in which a dirt hole shitbag monkey fuck donkey biscuit ass jackal whole maggot MAGA-ite Donald Trump, he's getting indicted. This is good stuff, man. This is the stuff that's made up. Now, could there be drawbacks? Let's contemplate. Okay. One thing with Trumpty Dumpty that you always have to um, consider are his orcs. The milk crickets, the ice monkeys, um, the sort of translucent monsters that like to climb walls and poop on legislative desks. Uh, yeah, you have to consider that faction, right? So, what one of these drawbacks could be, the army, the horde, America, fuck yeah, you can't indict my president. They're gonna be like Damani Jones. He says sentencing an ex-president. Ooh, sounds crazy. It does, but when you look at the ex-president we talking about, does it really sound that crazy? I mean, the man done did some dirt. Okay, he paying off hooker porn stars. Okay, um, tried to overturn the election in Georgia, among other states. Uh, Literally sent a horde of redneck cracker monkeys to scale the building. They climbed on everything they could get a hold of. Okay, if they could get a foothold or a grip, they was climbing it on January 6th. Okay, so yeah, Damani Jones, I feel where you're coming from. In most cases, indicting, convicting, sentencing a former United States president, it's never happened before. So it's like, where's this coming? But when you look at the guy, when you look at the man on paper and in real life, I'm surprised this is the first one for him. I'm surprised he didn't get arrested in the Oval Office while he was, what I mean, caught with a hooker under his desk or something. It's so. When you think about it as it's Donald Trump, D Dumpty, it's not that crazy, dog. Like, what's crazy is that it has taken a lot of time. But as far as I can tell, you know, it's right on point. It's where he needs to be. So sorry guys, we don't have a lot of details about this yet. I'm looking in the background, waiting for that announcement of what it's going to be. what the actual indictment charges are going to be. But you know, from where I'm sitting, I'm like, what could you not charge him with? You know what I mean? The man has desires to shoot somebody in the middle of the street in Manhattan. You know what I mean? And thinks he can get away with it. So there's some crime in there. Even thinking like that should be criminal. But that's where it is. That's what it is, man. That's where we are. Your boy is going to be indicted. Now, I'm truly disappointed that Shang isn't here right now. But if I could represent his voice, I'm pretty sure I know what he would say, which would be that this doesn't really mean shit, right? That he's not going to be convicted. Shang might not even believe that there's going to be a trial, but I have a hard time believing in part. My glass is broken. I'm gonna refresh in that, but y'all can still hear me. Just going to the bar. Ha! But yeah, man. I don't know if there's going to be. I just don't see why they would go through the motions of having a grand jury look at this evidence, look at this case, and even vote on it, and then not go through with a trial, right? That's I don't know why you would have a grand jury go through this and then you not follow up on their on their suggestion to indict. And Treehead, yes, welcome to the show. Shang needs to take another COVID test. Let's knock on wood on that. But the brother seems to be he seems to be taking it as a you know what I'm saying? He seems to be just having a normal cold or whatever, but we wish him the best. WDMA warrior, welcome to it. Now you say another farce like Dr. Fauci. WDMA, if you can, I need you to expand on that, brother, because do you mean Dr. Fauci was a farce, or the claims against him was a farce? I'm not sure where you at. Just let me know, dog. But it sounds like WDMA, if I could interpret it, that you think that the indictment of Trump is going to be a farce. That it is a farce. That is just like a show that's not going to bring anything about. Maybe let me know if I'm wrong, or clarify for me, brother. Enlighten me. Oh man, I have to tell Shang some of these things. Devontae Jones said Shang ate the wrong ass. Well, it's happened to the best of us and the rest of us. Come on, D Jones. I'm judging man for that. WDMA Warrior said Rand Paul was going to perjure Fauci, but he's still not in jail. So I'll be honest. I haven't looked too deeply into it, but I think it was about the during the height of the pandemic, Fauci was like he was being accused of his group, the NIH, National Institute of Health or whatever. Well, his group of funding the research that created the COVID virus. And Fauci was like, no, we ain't paid for that shit. And I think it's come out since that they did. Whatever. Hey. Yeah, NIH, you're right. There you go. Thanks, WDMA. Okay, yeah. So, if you want to throw Fauci in jail, hey, man, I don't, no. Do it. Go for it, WDMA. I'm focused on Trump because whether Fauci did right or wrong or whatever. I think the things that he was telling us to do during the pandemic would have saved more lives had President Trumpty Dumpty actually done those things. So I'm not gonna ride that out too heavily. And, I've funded some shit in my lifetime that hasn't worked out, the way we expected. It's all good. But what I'm focused on, WDMA, is getting this Trumpty Dumpty asshole in jail. And you're right, WDMA. I see he's talking. He says Bush should be tried for war crimes. Man, don't get me started. Okay. 20 years ago, when George Bush was president, I was on one, man. I was in my mid 20s. And I still hate that guy to this day. I kind of look at I give the Obamas a little side eye for being so chummy chum with him. I'm like, Michelle, what you doing, girl? Don't 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 get that candy away to that man. Fuck his cough. Keep your cough drops for us. So he's truly W was a guy that I really really hate. And yeah, and we all know he lied. WDMA. There was no weapons of mass destruction. It's just I went to Afghanistan twice to support the troops to do comedy. You know what I mean? And then 20 years later, we were still in Afghanistan. It was crazy. So I feel you. Like I said earlier, a bunch of throw Dick Face Cheney in there too, man. But like I said earlier, I'm sure there are many presidents who have broken many laws and done many illegal things, and they've gotten away with it. But your boy Trumpty Dumpty he's been a bit brash. You know what I mean? Like this is a little bit. You tell a crowd of people to go fight for your country, and then they go do it. They literally try to go. They have desires to hang your vice president. Yeah, some law had to be broken, man. So, get everybody you want to WDMA, but let's definitely focus on taking down Trumpty Dumpty. And when I say us, I mean we ain't got shit to do with it really. But come on, Alvin Bragg, do what you do, bruh. Grand jury says indict, you must indict. If you don't indict, it ain't right. Whoa, I could be a lawyer, man. God damn, I miss my calling. Shit. Mm. But yeah, so over the next few days, my mom called me like she would hit me with the breaking news, and I'm sitting there watching, but she's all excited. I was like, calm down, we're not there yet, but this is one step closer to what we need, which is to see, you know, Captain Cheeto Dust in handcuffs going to jail. And I just want to see Orange is the New Orange. Which motherfucker is literally orange from head to motherfucking toe. In that jumpsuit, it'll match his skin tone and make him glow even more. Highlight his bone structure. He's gonna look lovely in it. WDMA says, let one black mayor or politician get caught over money, goes to prison for years. WDMA, I'm sure you're aware by now. I'm from Detroit, man. We had a black mayor go down. Now, this nigga deserved it, Kwame Kilpatrick, but yeah, he was they were not living right. But and I'll never be one to be like, well, all these white mayors do this, so he should. No, you did wrong. You did wrong. But I do agree with you that when a black politician does wrong or a non-white man politician does wrong, that there generally seems to be swifter action that occurs. Not gonna argue with that. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That's where you was going, W. I'm glad we got there, man. But yeah, all other politicians aside, Trumpty Dumpty, it is his time. Now, he's actually, I believe, reveling in this. You know what I mean? Like Trumpty Dumpty wants this. He's going to use it as political cash for his base. You know, see what they're doing to me. They're trying to stop us. They're fascists. And really, they're the fascists. But it's all this rhetoric that's going to rile up the base. But you know what? I ain't worried about that, man. To be honest, because like, let them do what they're gonna do, but you can't let that stop you. Like, you can't be like, oh well, we can't indict Trump. It's gonna make a bunch of white people mad. Fuck them people. Fuck all of them hoe donkeys. Fuck them all. Them goddamn abominable snow biscuits. Fuck them, man. That's their point. They went and they were violent on January 6th to try and show everybody else, like, see what we'll do if you don't give us our way. And I don't play like that, dog. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna bully America. Fuck no. especially by no goddamn Confederates. Yeah, that shit's over. Them days over. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for the orcs. You know, the albino orcs, but in reality, I ain't worried about that, dog. You know, the equipment I have in my house is not for me to overthrow the government, but it's to keep crackers off my lawn. And so if they want to act all, you know, if they feeling froggy and they want to leap, my nigga, this ain't your lily pad over here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ev Gavin, I see you. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck all of them. Goddamn square dancing, hillbilly, Oshkosh bagosh overall wearing ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers, they did motherfuckers that wear just overalls, no shirt. Like, so that's, you know, your pants with built-in suspenders does not make a shirt. I'm sorry. We gonna need you to put some more clothes on. This is the goddamn post office. All right. Rhonda, I see you as well. I know some of y'all jumped in on maybe just chiming in on the comment section. It's a Dro solo edition. Shang's still feeling under the weather. But you know, I was opining about this indictment that's come down by a grand jury in New York. Look, see, I'm looking at the TV now, CNN. It says Trump slams indictment as political persecution. Some people might just call it due process of the law. You know what I mean? If you misappropriated campaign funds, if you tried to overthrow an election, if you incited a violent riot, you call it what you want, political persecution, whatever, nigga. You did this shit, didn't you? Didn't you? All right then. You know, I can look back at my childhood and say, man, there was times my mother just politically persecuted me. Or I could just be like, you know what? I did break that lamp. I did that. She told me not to throw the ball in the house. Guess what I did? It was a Nerf. How did I know it was gonna break a lamp? But I did it. So you know, sometimes you just got to pay the piper, man. That's what it is, and that's where we're at. So, to all my cracker monkeys out there, all you, you know, albino space orcs, um, do what you got to do. Get as mad as you hit the streets with it. Go on down to New York. Surround the courthouse. Yeah. Reality is, these country bumpkin motherfuckers can't afford 3 days in New York. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you ever tried to get a hotel in New York? Nigga. Okay. Airbnb is going to be locked up. They don't want to do that. Last time I got an Airbnb in New York, it was in the projects in Harlem. I am not lying. It had been gentrified, yeah. But when I walked up to the building, I was like, this the fucking project. 4 towers and shit. I was like, nigga, this the fucking projects. In Harlem, they just took it and made it an Airbnb. God damn. But that being said, them cracker monkeys ain't gonna be taking no Airbnb in Harlem, and they can't afford the Waldorf. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 day in, 1 day back out. Get the fuck back to Kentucky with that bullshit. So you know, come on, bring them out. It's hard to yell with that barrel in your mouth. But you know, let the orcs let the orcs come. Let them come down from the hills. We here. We ready for it. Yeah, you know, these niggas, they just gonna add to the homeless problem in New York, WDMA, if they try and hold it down there. So that ain't, you know, and the weather still isn't broke there. It's still a little nippy. It's still a little nip in the wind. So I don't see that lasting too long. And honestly, I think with the way people have been you know, arrested and charged and sentenced over their actions on January 6th when I was just doing what my president said. You know, I think there's a lot less people that are going to be willing to go out there and do outlandish bullshit on behalf of this, you know, of the comb over king, you know, the editor in chief of Bad Hair Weekly. You know, I'm not sure how many people are, you know, they might show up at the the rallies and at the voting booths, but like actually tearing up some shit, going to the courthouse, trying to kick up your feet on the judge's desk or whatever. Like, nah, man, I don't know how many people are going to do that anymore. But we'll see. We'll see what this political persecution brings about. But either way, man, I'm excited. I'm surprised I was talking this long about it. This is a Dro Solo edition, Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. I could talk shit all day about this, but the reality is this is all we know. Is that a grand jury has voted to indict Trumpty Dumpty. We don't know if the prosecutor Alvin Bragg is actually going to follow through on it yet. We don't know, but I anticipate that he would. I don't know why you would go through all these motions just to be like, never mind, right? So, but there's still a lot more info that we need to hear and need to come out. So, B Rose said NYC is not DC. Amen. Amen to that. A tale of two cities. Because New York is a root. You know what I mean? Like you clog up the street, you cause a traffic jam. Then people start fucking each other up over little shit in New York. You know what I mean? Just the smallest thing in New York will set a motherfucker off. Just good luck, Trumpers. But that being said, stay tuned. There's obviously much, much more to come on this. And by the way, this is just an indictment on like one of the 8 million cases that are currently going against this man in several states. So, to me, this is just the hors d'oeuvres, the amuse-bouche, if you will. I work at a fancy ass restaurant. I don't really know what that means either. It's just some shit they give you right before you eat to like get your mouth going. It's like a warm up for your palate. But this is the amuse-bouche of indictments of legal shit against Trump. Just the beginning, y'all. Let's see where it goes. So we're looking for the details on the indictment and what they include, and then we're looking for follow through from Bragg. We're looking for an all Black and Puerto Rican jury. We're looking for a conviction and whatever the charges are. Like I said, I don't care if he served expired milk, nigga, in public, to get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But we're looking for charges and sentencing. Some time in jail. I don't care if it's 3 weeks, as long as it's long enough to keep the motherfucker from running again. Okay. Come on, Blacks and Puerto Ricans, answer them jury duty calls. We need it in NYC. Let's go, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. This has been your Dro Solo edition for today. Stay tuned. When Shane come back, we got to give it to this nigga, because I think he was in a place where he didn't even think an indictment would occur. So, and like I said, this is just the first of many. So, let's see. So when Shane get back, we're gonna give him the business about this indictment, and while looking ahead, for more events to come, more indictments, but also a conviction on whatever these indictments are. So let's get it, y'all. Stick with us. If Shang isn't back tomorrow, I will be. We're going to close out the month of March strong. Can y'all believe we are 1/4 of the way through this year? Come on. We are 1/4 of the way through 2023. Times are flying, so let's fly with it, y'all. Join us back here tomorrow. Let's close out this week strong, and hopefully we'll have more information about this indictment and where it's headed. Definitely looking for the images of him walking in the courthouse, the fingerprinting. I want to see them do the inventory of his belongings. I'm just hoping for the day he has a cellmate named Bubba, or just some nigga from the hood, D-Do or some shit like that. Slim, motherfucker, fat as hell named Slim. We need one of those as his new roommate. So let's hope for that, guys. One last cheers before I get out of here. Sip on it. Savage AF. If not we, I'll be back tomorrow for show. In the meantime, guys, let's I think we know the rules here, okay? Until tomorrow, guys, I need you to stay black. If you are black, do not be black. If you are not black, just do you. Keep your finger out your nose.